make shrimp fettuccine with the garlic sauce, and as I explain how to make it, what ingredients goes into it, I will also be explaining the physical and chemical changes that it is going through. Let's begin. You will need cilantro, fettuccine, shrimp, preferably jumbo shrimp, even though that makes no sense, but any regular shrimp will do. Garlic, garlic salt, red pepper flakes, and finally, vegetable oil. I totally forgot this, but you will also need a tablespoon, which, just so you can get the idea, is the bigger one. A wooden spoon. A pot. And a pan. And now, let's get cooking! First, with the pot, you want to fill it up with water and bring it to a boil. This is a physical reaction just because it is still water, still H2O, the compound, even though it is bubbling up. Once you've placed the fettuccine into the pot, you will begin stirring. As you stir this to make sure that the noodles are cooked evenly. This is another physical change that is occurring because it is still noodles. It is simply changing its softness, becoming softer. Okay, so as you can see, I have peeled the shrimp currently, so there's no more shell or skin on it, and it is a grayish color. And then there's another, this time a chemical change, as it changes color if I place it in hot water. I will be placing it along to cook with the pasta. We will check on it after it has changed color a little bit later. The shrimp color is already starting to change into a slightly pinkish color, although it will change more and more as it heats up. You want to place enough vegetable oil to just cover the bottom. You don't want to put too much, although it's okay if you go a little bit more because it will be the basis of the sauce. Now I'm going to put the garlic in the garlic sauce. I'm going to use for this, I'm going to just be using about a handful. I will be squeezing it. You can still mince it though, or slice it, or crush it, or whatever, but I'm going to be squeezing it. So now that we have the garlic squeezed, as you can see, first the garlic squeezing was a physical change, but now it's undergoing a chemical change because it's slowly browning, and that's what we want. We're sauteing the garlic, and it is required for it to be sauteed for the garlic sauce to taste any good. So now, as you can see, the shrimp is fully cooked. I'm not going to throw this one in the pan. And the noodle are soft like I told you. Now that is that, I'm going to put it in what we have so far of the garlic and oil. We're gonna mix all the oil that was in there before, along with the garlic, and although the noodles and shrimp has been boiled, we're gonna leave it in there a little bit more, so then the shrimp can really capture in all the flavor of the garlic and the vegetable oil. Now, finally, we're going to be adding the red pepper flakes. Come in a little closer. No, to the pot. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so now we can put it. It's all really depends on who you're cooking for. If a person doesn't like anything spicy, then you can just put just enough to give it a little flavor. Add the garlic salt. But for me, I like spicy things, so I'm going to put a little bit more pepper. So it really all just depends on who you're cooking for. Ingredient, we have the cilantro that I spoke of earlier. We'll put that in the pasta. Once we have it in the pasta, we're going to stir it around a little bit. And I like to put the top back on, just so then the cilantro can once again stick more in with the flavor of it into the rest of the pasta. But then, of course, you can just mix it around a little bit just to get a little bit of the flavor, and then just serve it like that. And then but for me, I also like it a little steamed. And that is another physical change that will happen when it gets a darker green and it becomes slightly more soft and not crunchy. And that concludes how to make shrimp fettuccine with a garlic sauce. Thank you. Once you have the fettuccine placed in the boiling water, okay, stop the video. Okay. Because we already have plenty of bloopers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, squeeze it. Muscles. Muscles. You see them biceps? Do it.
You're videotaping.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
I can't believe
Crush them garlic.
Stop videotaping.
Why?
Just because.
Ooh.
You don't need to see this.
See that?
Jonathan, shut up. I'm serious. Stop videotaping.